Hello everybody, and welcome to today's slight audio adjustment. Today's 1 year anniversary stream. I'm Sanish, your Elder Foxboy VTuber, here to turn my hood off. Here to reflect on the past year. I started streaming. Very first stream was February 3rd, 2024. Let me just get a couple things adjusted here. That set up. My audio wasn't working. Let me center myself here. Myself nice and big. I got a tentative list here. I realized, like I said, I'll have an anniversary stream on Monday after work. I'll go in. I'll have an anniversary stream. I feel awfully tall in the stream. Let's move down there. Anniversary stream. And then this afternoon, I had my notes. I'm like, oh, do some stream prep. I'm like, anniversary stream. Stream prep. I should probably get something together. I know a lot of people make a big production, a lot of effort into like announcements and new things. And oh, thank you. Into their ooh, cutting my. A second, I accidentally ran to the edge of my little screen. Make a big deal, like big production, a lot of announcements in their 1 year stream. And I realized I feel the same way about this as I feel about birthdays, where I am just kind of like, it's a day. It's a demarcation. It's a time to reflect, maybe pause briefly, but not really like celebrate, you know? Not quite me. So I got some notes together and I started typing. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like a short 15-minute stream. I kept typing. I'm like, maybe it'll be a bit longer. We'll see how long it goes. I do have a hard stop. I have a hard stop because I do need to eat dinner at some point before going to a multiplayer game with Valheim. One thing oh, thank you for SciTech03 for the follow. I realized the follow alerts didn't show up on my screen. Curious. No, I don't know how to add them. We'll pretend it showed up. I'll pretend it showed up. I heard the noise. We all heard the noise. So thank you for the follow. Subscribe. As I was reflecting on my notes here, one thing that stood out, I noticed like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, have like evolved or changed as a streamer and like grown and learned new things. And I realized I started to, oh my God, I just realized I need to update my Twitch thing. I just realized I started talking like a streamer in some of my work meetings. Of like, hi everybody, welcome to the meeting. And then at the end, like, oh, see everyone next week. Hope everyone's a great day. And I'm like, uh-oh. This is a problem. Edit stream. This isn't Infinity Nikki. This is 1 year anniversary. I'll get your question in a second. I always forget to update the Steam, just chatting, the, what do I call it? Twitch label. Bacon. A little bit. It's cutting it a little bit. Not like too bad, but it definitely happened the other day. I'll take the Infinite Games instead of check out the bacon knowing he's at. It's not like too bad yet, but it hit me a little bit, just a little bit in a meeting. I'm just like, oh no. I'm like, well, hey, welcome chat to the meeting. I was like, uh-oh. I can't say that. This meeting has vice presidents and above in it. Oh, they probably don't know what it means. My office is mostly Gen X and above, so it's fine. It's probably fine. The one millennial or Gen Z in my org will be like, need some sussy side eye, but that's fine. So we hit the 1 year. A couple wrote something heartfelt, sentimental. No, not heartfelt at all. I was thinking about like, why did I start streaming? It was one question I was asking myself. And I think it was two things. And one of them kind of like inspired the last year for me was my last January, like January 2nd or something, my Kamiyoshi favorite streamer graduated, leaving a big gaping hole in my streamer life as a viewer of just like, oh no, I've not heard of Let's Fish. a big gaping hole in my streaming life. So like, you know what? Streaming seems like fun. And I looked into it and I decided to, you know what, let's be cringe, be free, and give streaming a try as a VTuber in my late 30s. I think that's the part that still kills me a little bit is when I realize the demographic and age of streamers and their audience. I'm like, oh, I'm 1 foot in the grave. In terms of internet culture, I was here when it started at the original. So having like your favorite streamer go away and being like, you know what, it looks fun. Maybe they left for other reasons. Seeing some streamers come back, seeing some like collabs looked fun. Like, I'll give it a try. How hard could it be? Well, it turns out easy to set up, perhaps. Don't twice your age. I'm just turned to dust. It happens. It happens. I have aged wisdom. It's okay. It's okay. People, a couple years ago, people were like, oh, you were born in the 1900s. I'm just like, I'm just gonna evaporate, decay here live in front of everybody. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. We have VTubers now. We had cringe Flash videos back in the olden days. Rest in peace, Flash. Rest in peace. But the main goal of streaming, luckily for me, fortunately for me, I don't need to, I'm not trying to break it and make it big as a content creator, as a streamer for a career or for money, which makes a lot of stress evaporate. A lot of stress goes away when you're not trying to do something for money. And so the goal is just, do this, have fun, enjoy myself, use it as a kind of, not accountability, but a driver to learn other skills and to branch out and try new things. Like drawing on stream is one that definitely helps motivate to get better. Because I'm like, if I'm doing it in front of people and everyone sees the process and the end result, like perhaps I'll get better and be more motivated to improve. Whether it's true or not, whether it's true or not, hard to say. So just here, enjoy myself, enjoy the process, hopefully bring some joy and happiness to other people along the way. Especially if I'm playing games I would have played and enjoyed on my own. If I could brighten someone else's day even just a little bit in the process, that's a net win. I'm not gonna be out here playing games I don't enjoy, or grinding, or like spending a bunch of time making clip content that just pains me to make. Just to get subscriber counts and likes and views. And I'm like, nah, let's not do that. We'll just enjoy myself and see how it goes. And if it never make it big, that's fine. Making it big seems really stressful. Not about that stress. 16 to 30. Ugh. Yeah, well, it's in a couple of years, I'll get past that 40 range and be a new demographic. It's fine. Yeah, it's wild to like, if you want to go into growth marketing and growth engagement to grow brands online, it's like a deep hole you can go into. It's funny because like, even though like I don't have that big of an audience, like the analytics tools available through Twitch, I'm like, these are lacking. We need some better tooling in here. So I did pull stats. I did not make any charts or graphs or PowerPoints because they're just flat numbers. I guess I could have screenshot some of the Twitch and YouTube charts, but like their dashboards and like their reporting formats are like, they're okay. They don't give me the information I want, which is the big thing. The big thing I still want to this day is I want to be able to put tracking codes into like URLs. So to be like, oh, check out my stream, twitch.tv/@StanishVTuber, referral code Blue Sky, or referral code Twitter, or referral code whatever, to see where the traffic is coming from, or like what tweet was it, or what, like, I guess skeet, what skeet was it, what campaign was it got people to come to this channel. They don't provide that sort of ability to the sort of tracking codes. I'm like, get with it. I'm not about to come out here and build a whole redirect system to capture data of my own. I get paid to do that. I'm not doing that for my fun time. So it's the one stat I want is I want to know how effective social media such as Blue Sky or previously Twitter for me was actually at driving content, engagement, and traffic, and then like optimize like, oh, it's these hashtags matter or like this combination matters. Not because I actually want to like optimize growth or engagement, but just because that sounds fun. Make my own dashboards. God, I'd never make my own dashboards. I'd write a janky script to make some janky charts that's held together by toothpicks and glue. Don't update packages and run it for the next 5-6 years. Like I do on my topic modeling my daily journals. Script has been updated in 2018, and by God, it'll never be updated. So help me if I have to reinstall R on that computer. But so stats will come in a bit in the reflective part. But first, I can show like where we started. So we started in 2000, in the aged ancient times of 2024. We were younger then, simpler times, a different era. And I started as a ping tuber with my Pi Crew profile. Where is it? Here it is. My Pi Crew profile looking like this. This is before I enter the Foxboy pipeline, a dangerous pipeline. So it'll be over here, right? It'll be over here and be like, very exciting. It's actually not even a ping tuber. It was just a Fugi. So it's just like it just lit up and like alpha channeled up and down when talking. And that was it. So young, so innocent. Oh, what a time. And then from there, I moved on to the actual setting up VTube Studio, buying a VTuber model off the shelf, pre-made one off Etsy. Which, oh, I no longer have the VTube. Second, I think I actually have it on here. Oh no, if that opens up, everyone can see. Let me see. Give me 1 second here. Let me do the classic. Let me just pull myself down. Should have a model switch. Change model. Loading. Ha! My previous model. Different style, slightly different. You can see the evolution. We got the evolution from here. Oh, that's a still image. Evolution, similar evolution. No, not customized at all, but it's a step 2 on that Foxboy pipeline. My ears don't move like this, which is different eye colors. It's pre-made, different eye colors. Yes. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of that guy. The secret why everyone always, when they're changing models or updating, they go drop down like that. I merged with my hoodie. The hoodie merge. Oh God, I need to zoom back in. Is otherwise you see the VTube Studio. What do we call it? The VTube Studio menu flyouts. Oh, you don't want to show that. You don't want to show that to everybody. Oh my God, let me make my. VTube Studio resized me. See my mouse cursor. Probably an option to turn that off somewhere in there. And then we got my current model. So that was the journey. That was the Foxboy pipeline. The deadly one. It's a deadly one they don't warn you about as part of career progression. That's one. One of my goals for the year is to think about starting the process of a 2.0 model and what that might look like. I know it's going to, by dint of enjoying my current model and enjoying what we have, it's going to be more expensive. And that's where this is a hobby comes into play. It's like, oh no, it's a hobby. That means it's a money sink, but it brings joy. It sparks more joy than spending money on like rent and utilities and federal taxes. Dying. The whole fox. Oh no, not going whole fox. I don't even have a tail. Like no tail here. We're just the fox ears. That's minimal fox. We're not a full tailed fox there. We're not going there yet. Maybe we'll see. I think maybe formal wear for the next outfit might be nice. A nice military style jacket. plate armor. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's like 9 year out. I haven't even started any part of that process. But that might be like a summer project to start. Oh, tricked into showing the legs. That's fine. I was showing the full model character ref earlier. I'm not sure how I feel about the tail. Tail might be a tail too far. And then you have to ask the question of like, how kitsune are you? Like, how many tails? Are you going 1? Do you go with a full 9? Do you 7? Do you somewhere in the middle, like 5, like a reasonable number? Do you some sort of Nekomata 2? Like, no. A full 9 tail. That's a lot of tails. And also like a lot of stuff in the background. Like you essentially have a whole like circle around you. You have the whole question, how do pants work? Deep questions. I don't think any of us are ready to answer and dive into the logistics of pants around having 9 tails. At least I don't want to. So the past avatars to now. So the sort of streams I was looking back over as I started looking at statistics. I started to ask and open back. I think it's just like the problem I always have with the tails. Star Rail has this, is like where the tails are placed on the back, like they don't line up with the spine in any way. And that has always like deeply, deeply worried me. Like the tail would start where your tailbone is. It's in the name. And like most tailbone's like way down there. Like when the tails are starting like mid lower back or lower back, it's just like, what's your spine doing, bud? What's your spine doing there? Think about these things when you have to answer the questions of like, do you want a tail or not? I don't know. It's how the vertebrae line up. How to sit in chairs. That's a lot of logistical complications would come about. Clothing notwithstanding. So I was looking back like, what did I stream for the last year? So I was looking at the stats for Twitch, which only go back to April. I only started on YouTube. I was solely YouTube, and then it was about 2.5 months in. I'm like, you know what? Let's just stream to Twitch as well. From the bottom, yeah. God, tails. And so I was looking at like what was my most popular streams, what was my popular videos in last year, and that got me to like, well, what have I been streaming? And I realized I stream 2 things mostly: video games. Obviously, that's actually the bulk of things. And then just chatting drawing streams, which I've done about 8 of, some other more focused topics. Like I did some travel chatting streams with photos. One of my most popular videos to this day is reading and ranking my favorite quotes from the romantasy book Fourth Wing. Surprisingly popular. Worryingly popular, perhaps. My only not wholesome stream out there. Which I am disappointed I didn't do a similar stream for the second book in that series, but the second book was just absolute garbage. I'm sorry. The second book was just bad. However, the third book's out now, and I got that in the hold in the library. So once I get that and read that, maybe we'll have another spicy quote reading and ranking stream in the future. Unless I'm wholly disappointed. If I'm fully disappointed, it's out. Just right out. So drawing streams, I've gotten better. I do feel I've gotten better at drawing. I got one of my first, I went through and looked at like, what are my, the first drawing stream I did. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to show this is bad. But it's like, oh, this is bad. Oh, it's supposed to be me. And then I moved to a different style, which definitely helps. Oh no, it's behind the layer. Like a more emoji style. A lot more enjoyable to draw more emoji, chibi style than trying to go for matching the actual like full anime style. And I'll practice there. On Friday, I did a practice of my new character reference sheet for how I look, using that as the basis. But drawing something I want to continue doing. I do think it's fun. I do enjoy having well, not this bottom result. Get rid of that. I enjoy having the top result. I enjoy drawing thumbnails for different games. I think that's one thing I probably I need to get on making a thumbnail for Civ 7. Excuse me while I make a note here about making a Civ 7 thumbnail. I'll put my tomorrow. Oh, no, Wednesday. Civ 7 thumbnail. Civ 7. I'm not sure what would make for a thumbnail for Civ 7. Maybe just match the font. I'll think of something. Turn my sob emoji off. So drawing streams, and then a lot of games. I'm trying to think of like, I'm still trying to figure out like what streams and what games work best for me in terms of people enjoy watching, right? If no one's watching any of a stream for a particular game or content, it's kind of like, And what games do I myself enjoy actively streaming is another one. Because I've streamed a couple games where I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm enjoying actually streaming this. So the big one that I've streamed a lot of, and I'll keep streaming, are Soulsborne games. So I've done Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Elden Ring and Bloodborne, all streamed. I realize I haven't actually streamed Demon Souls yet. That's coming up at some point. And I just recently, for the last month, did a Dark Souls 1 stream again. I was going to start that today as like my very first stream with Dark Souls, so I was going to circle back and do Dark Souls a second time. But the Return to Lordran event was in January, so got kicked off. There is a Dark Souls 2 event, Return of Drangleic, happening end of this month. I'll probably stream for that, for Dark Souls 2. So I'll keep streaming those just because I enjoy them. That's it. That's the only reason I'm going to stream those games. I don't care if no one watches it. I'll enjoy it. There's some of my Bloodborne streams were my some of my other top videos out there besides spicy quote reading. I think the Orphan of Kos fight was like #1 for a while. The other one I've streamed a lot of now that I actually made a list and looked at this, is a lot of building strategy games. So it's going to be RimWorld, Civilization, Dyson Sphere Program, a mix of Satisfactory, Against the Storm, Anno, for example. And I've enjoyed streaming those to varying degrees. I think some of them, I can always tell it's a successful stream when I'm like going and all of a sudden it's been like 3 hours and I'm just like, what happened? What happened? Why is it suddenly 3 hours? And that's why like RimWorld definitely falls in that category. Definitely falls into that category. And in terms of like stream popularity on Twitch, RimWorld is like, I look back and like, here's the view history and the view counters and like subscribers and new people coming in. I'm like, oh wow, what is that spike in like July? And I go back and like, what was I streaming in July? And it's like, it was all RimWorld. RimWorld is apparently what I need to return to. One, because I enjoy it. I need to make I don't think I've done a vampire cult yet. I did a cult last time. Did I do cannibal cult last time? Not certain. But RimWorld's what I need to return to because it was A, popular, B, I enjoyed it, and also it's a great game. So that's what I'm going to be coming back to sooner rather than later, just because of the mix of my enjoyment. I end up streaming for 3 to 4 hours, and it's popular, so I'm just like, RimWorld's coming back. Upcoming though is going to be Civilization 7 starting on Wednesday, Thursday, one of those days. I'm going to go deep into Civilization 7. And I'll never be seen or heard from again. Which is why I have to stream it, otherwise I'll never be seen or heard from again. So some of the other ones like I enjoyed, but were they good streaming games? Uncertain. Anno was actually a bit more popular than I expected and got a little more traction and was more enjoyable. So once, though it kind of fell off the end, Anno 117 comes out at some point this year, I'll definitely be streaming that. Other category that had some good success in terms of being fun, people seem to like it, was different indie games. Boyfriend Dungeon, surprisingly popular. Shake my head at all of you. Boyfriend Dungeon, the spicy quote rating. I see what you all want. I see what the audience, what some people here want me to see me stream and talk about. So Boyfriend Dungeon was fun and popular. Dungeons of Hinterberg, I enjoyed a lot. Mostly because of my offensive German accents. And some other indie games like Signalis, Little Goody Two Shoes, Balatro, technically an indie game. So those I'll keep doing those as time goes on. I think like a good 10-hour game. A good 10-hour game is fun. Because that's like 3 streams, 4 streams, kind of get into it. You can get into vibe, you kind of commit to it without being like, this is a 50 stream commitment. Games that I streamed that like mixed how I felt actively streaming them was like Dragon's Dogma 2, Baldur's Gate 1 to 2. I think there might be a bit too long for an RPG to stream, but I'll keep on Baldur's Gate 2 because I'm committed there, at least for now. And some others were just some like assorted one-off streams for one-off games like World of Goo or like Infinity Nikki, the finals, kind of like live servicey games that I'll pepper in there. Every now and then as time goes on. The Hatsune Miku Crypt of the Necrodance server that I crashed out of. Those are fun. The main takeaway here for me, personally, is one, bring RimWorld back. Everyone loves RimWorld. Stream games I enjoy streaming and just stop. I'm not enjoying it. Who knew? You could just stop. No one's committed. I didn't sign no contract. And then everyone likes chatting and drawing streams, as evidenced by people being here today, which is not too surprising. And part of the reason, honestly, my main motivator for like thinking about like engagement, growth, get more followers, blah, 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 is I enjoy the chatting part of this a lot. This being streaming. And so getting more people subscribed, more people follow, more people in chat just makes it more fun for me. Unless there's spammers being like, get 1,000 followers by going to this link. We don't need that sort of engagement. So as well, and looking back on the games I've streamed, now for the hard stats. The hard stats. Oh wait, I just type them out. Let me make a little chat box here. Let's see, what do I want? I want text. We'll call this stream text. Stream text. There we go. Make source visible. Okay. How do we? There we go. Select font. Not 200. 256 is awfully big. Oh god, you make it bigger. Oh god, I've not used the text on here very much. Select font. Let's see. Let's go to 48. There we go. Keep that down. Stats. There we go. Let's get some stats in here. See how we feel. So looking at this, this was a fancy bar chart. We're gonna do fancy bar charts here. Oh no. Properties. If I type in here is live updates. Perfect. Stats. There we go. So currently on Twitch, actually now we have like 76 followers. Very exciting 76 followers. Thank you all, each and every one of you. And I think there's about 24 subscribers on YouTube. So that actually comes out to a total of 100 as of today. Woo, 100. It's a number. Very exciting. I'm not very excited about that number. It's good though. I've had 3,600 chat messages. This is on Twitch. 435 hours streamed, which is a lot of hours when I think about it. You can actually see it in Steam's VTube Studio, like hours played. It's just like, it's my second most played game now, technically, according to Steam. It's like, thanks, Steam. 447 hours watched. So we are, thankfully, above my big metric of greater than 1 for hours watched to hours streamed, which means I've had at least one person watch for every hour I've streamed. Good for me. 700 total unique viewers, which is actually a lot, actually think about it. And 150 chatters. That's you in chat right now. Your one is 150. Well, those of you on Twitch are those 150. YouTube doesn't give the same stats. Tisk YouTube. Tisk. On YouTube, I just have, that's it. YouTube doesn't give any summaries of lives. YouTube, like, there's some things I like about YouTube and the interface and how it's set up and you can schedule streams and all that. But man, their stats for like per video, great. But overall, you can't summarize across all your past lives, and like lives aren't surfaced the same way as like uploaded videos. Like when I've accidentally forgot to stream to YouTube a few times and then uploaded the Twitch as a VOD, it's gotten more likes and more views and activity than the actual lives on YouTube, which is kind of an interesting, like, if it wasn't for you, dear Kit Chat, who are on YouTube right now watching this live, I would some days consider maybe I just don't stream to YouTube at all and just upload VODs there. But because you all watch and I know you're there, we'll keep it going. YouTube likes short form videos better. I think that's like, if I really wanted to grow channel engagement, I'd be making clips and videos and uploading them to YouTube, but I don't want to. And so I'm not going to. That's the end of that. Oh wait, I do have video. YouTube YouTube watch time. Stats, back to stats here. Stats, YouTube. Watch time 308 hours. So I've actually gotten more hours watched on Twitch than YouTube. About 100, even though YouTube has a couple more months on it. Impressions, and this is, I have 146 views on YouTube, which is pretty good. A lot of views. That's like clicking for any amount of time. And the one that's kind of wild to me is 305K impressions, which is it's like a 2% conversion rate. Which 2% conversion rate from seeing me show up in a search or recommendation or somewhere and then clicking on it, not bad. If this was an email marketing campaign, I'd be pretty pleased with that. The click-through rate and call to action part, getting the subscribers, a bit low. That needs work. We'll get that KPI up next. Put that up next year. OKR. Yeah, it's why a lot of YouTubers, streamers on YouTube upload shorts and get clippers. Because that's how people discover new YouTubers, is through people who clip and then upload the clips, and those clips get surfaced, and then you follow up to the original stream and you subscribe from there. And I admit, for me, there's some YouTubers out there who I don't watch their streams, but I watch their like all the clips from them. So I'm part of the problem. Oh, my email marketing art, the challenge. I spent a lot of time analyzing email marketing campaigns, so I'm like, I know how to do it. I just don't want to. Like growth marketing, growth engagement, like I know it needs to be done. I don't want to. And also my numbers are too low, so a lot of the techniques for it like just don't work. Sad. It's a sad but true fact. And I've had to tell people this in person. I'm like, we can't do these statistical techniques or these ML models or any of this with your product because you don't have enough users. I'm so sorry. When an internal tool has 10 users, you can't do A/B testing, my guy. You just can't do it. You don't have the numbers. The flavor's not there. So I was looking back at last year. Good job, 2024. Simpler time. Now we're in 2025, a whole new year, new era, new arc. 2024 is my villain arc. 2025 still my villain arc. Lifetime villain arc. So what am I looking forward to? What am I going to do in the next year? What am I doing? Who am I? Where am I going? One of my main goals, we'll see how I get there, is to hit Twitch affiliate in the next 12 months. Twitch affiliate requires 3 things. You have to stream, you need 50 subscribers, which I got. You need to have streamed 20 hours, I think. And this is like, it's a rolling 28 day. But the hard one, the challenge, is I need an average viewer count of 3 on Twitch, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it sure is a lot. Currently, I'm sitting at 0.69 for my average Twitch viewer count. Granted, January and December were kind of, and I've heard this across the board, depressed for viewers across all streamers. People were just not tuning into streams for the last 2 months, which makes me feel a little bit better, but also I feel like I could do better. More cannibalistic RimWorld, less games from 1997. Apparently, I get it. So that's one goal, hit Twitch affiliate by the end of the year, even just for like a month or like a week. It's one of those like, I don't know, seems like a cool marker to hit. You don't get anything. You do qualify for monetization, which I can't do, but I can think about it. Do a collab of some sort. That's a long shot because that requires me to get over a certain level of social anxiety to reach out to people, to organize, to coordinate, to meet new people online and ask to do collab. We'll see if I get there. Let's put that as like end of the year. That's a Q4 2025 sort of goal, not a Q1 2025 sort of goal. Commission more artwork. So now that I have a reference sheet, which I don't have here. Now that I have a reference sheet, I'm going to take that and I'm going to go to VGen. I'm going to go commission some different artwork. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I wanted to commission at least set a budget of $100 a month or so to commission art and make sure I spend it. I might do things like a profile picture first, maybe a banner, maybe just some like sketchy art. We'll see. Eventually to the point of commissioning like different outfit styles, so like help brainstorm, see what I want to do for a next outfit. And then once I get that started, that's going to be a long-term project, which I'll keep everyone updated on. I find the whole process kind of interesting and stressful. I wrote this down. I just said I don't want to do it. More videos or clips. I don't want to. I don't want to learn how to make clips. And whatever program people use these days. Is that just QuickTime? And then some off-stream activities, like get better at posting, engaging on Blue Sky, figuring out the best stream schedule is one. I realized the other day I had my drawing and chatting. It was 4 p.m. like today. On a Friday, it got a little more engagement from people in Europe than when it's like 7 p.m. So I'm wondering if slightly early in the afternoon is a better streaming time. I'm not certain. I'm not sure. So I'm still kind of like iterate and think about and see how different times feel. Again, I don't have the I'm not at the point of enough numbers to actually suss out the impact of different stream times. It's all going by my gut feel. Fight against all my training, go off what feels good, what feels right. And then for like stream content, I wanted to keep up chatting streams. I fell for about 2 months there. Thank you, Seasonal Effect Disorder. Good pal, good buddy. So more chatting streams, more drawing streams kind of go hand in hand. I like kind of drawing and chatting. Seems like a good combo. Not today, but in general. More chatting streams, more drawing streams. Talk about travel. I have a couple trips planned for the year. Some short trips planned for the year. And I still need to... Shit, I forgot about this. I was in the process early December, late November. Gee, around the time I stopped planning my 2025 trip to Japan. Japan trip. That's gonna be in the fall. It's gonna probably be late November. Somewhere around there. Take photos. Justify spending money on a new camera body. I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it probably. Take photos, share photos when I get back. Enjoy myself. What I'm waiting to hear permission from for my workplace is whether I can stream the process of learning Godot, the game engine. That's up in the air. I'm probably not going to get approval to be able to stream that. If I can, it'd be neat and I think fun. Have a chatting, like working type stream. I've not really done that before. Just coding live on stream, making people weep. Make people weep realizing I've never had a CS class in my life, and yet I code professionally. Oh, those poor people who have inherited my code bases when I left other jobs. And then stream games. Who knew? Streaming games. So there's some obvious ones I'll be streaming. Civilization 7. Yes. Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds, what comes out end of the month. 100% going to be streaming that. That's another one I'm going to get deep into. I am relatively new to the Monster Hunter series. I got onboarded with Monster Hunter Worlds. It was the first one I played. And I really liked it. I like Monster Hunter World a lot. And I got Monster Hunter Rise, and I liked that one a bunch. So I'm really stoked for Monster Hunter Wilds. Side note, I did try to go back and play Monster Hunter 4 Generations, whatever's on the Switch. I didn't like that one as much. I'm sorry. I like the modern incarnation. Sorry, hardcore Monster Hunter fans. The new ones are fun. So I'll be streaming Monster Hunter. Probably with whatever the cheesiest build is that makes the game, trivializes the game. Go for a bow build or something. All the Soulsborne return to community events. So that's going to be Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. I'll probably play those all throughout the year. Full game, maybe just start the game, maybe just a little bit. We'll see how they slide in. I might not do all of them. Definitely Demon Souls, I'll probably want to do at some point. I've only played through that once. And if I'm feeling brave, if I'm feeling like a brave fox boy, Sekiro, the one Soulsborne-esque game I have not finished and I churned out of because I wasn't good at parrying. Oh, the skill gap is real. More RimWorld. It's definitely on the list now. RimWorld's definitely on the list. I'm not sure what season or what time of the year feels most RimWorldy. I can always match the RimWorld biome with the current season. This probably get some different indie games as they come up, different popular games that show up, free games on Game Pass or like elsewhere. I'll just stream them. Like I've been looking at like Ender Lilies as a kind of a side-scrolling Metroidvania. Might be fun to try out. Probably stream more Finals. And if any other cool multiplayer co-op games like that come out, give them a try. Play them on stream. Always taking suggestions if people want to see me stream certain games, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, we'll stream that game, or I can look at it and be like, I'm not sure I want to stream Kingdom Come 2. Historically accurate games aren't my favorite thing. Oh, Endless Legend 2 is coming out this year. I just forgot about. I really just look at my Steam. I feel I can just do that. There's a bunch of games I'm really excited for that are just sitting in early access, and I'm like, one day these games will come out. Maybe not. Maybe they'll never come out, and I'll just be stuck forever, lamenting, sitting in my Steam wish list forever. Games coming out, and that's mostly what I want to do for the next year. Stream games, have some chatting, have some drawing, enjoy myself, meet people, realize the people I'm talking to are 18 years old, and I kind of weep softly to myself as I realize that I'm so old. I can now say, without it being, I'm like, oh no, my audience includes people who are half my age. It doesn't actually bother me. The gray hairs bother me. Let's see, anything else in my notes? I don't think that's mostly it. Living my be cringe and be free life. That's all you can ask for. Don't let things stop you. Don't prevent doing something because you think you might get judged by society, or stop because of some nebulous like standard. You're like, you know what? I can stream. Nobody can stop me. I can afford this microphone. I guess that's how people start podcasts, right? They're just like, I have a microphone. I can record something, let it put it out into the world. I think there was one thing I talked about, like, or I thought about streaming way back when I started, 12 months ago, about doing like cooking streams, because I did a couple of cooking streams for friends on like Discord, and I kind of enjoyed them. And I thought about doing cooking streams here, like a hand cam sort of setup, but then I realized the way my kitchen setup does not work for it whatsoever. And so if I do end up moving this year, which is a high chance, if I end up with a better situation for cooking, I might think about doing that. Not that I'm good at it, but it might be fun to try out. Some wonky ass tripod setup to get the camera to point at my hands without like falling over and just doxing myself. Delete the stream, end it quickly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I wanted to cover for today's anniversary stream. I just wanted to take a moment, talk about different things, how things have gone, how things went, checking that I'm still enjoying it, which is something I encourage for everyone to do for all their hobbies and activities that are optional. Is check in and ask, am I still enjoying this? Am I still having fun? Have I been playing this one game for 1,000 hours and I just hate it now, and I'm only doing it because I have it? Maybe I can stop playing and set it down for a bit. And then you don't play Genshin Impact for a month or two because of the new story quest. And your friends all talk about how great Lantern Rite is. You're like, okay, fine, I'll go back to Lantern Rite. And your Lantern Rite is then blocked by a character story quest you've been putting off for 6 months. And you try to go finish it. Ugh. My current dilemma. Baiju story quest blocking me. It's rude. It's rude is what it is. I have 7 days. I have 7 days to do Lantern Rite. It's still time. I'll get it done. I know. See, that's the problem. Everyone keeps saying, here's Lantern Rite's amazing, and everything I've seen, it looks great, except for the part where, one, it's blocked on a story quest I'm pretty much done with, and two, and this is the part that kills me, it would be so much better if it had the EN voice actors in it. Right now, everyone's silent except for, what's her name? Yinlan and Paimon are voiced, but Hu Tao is silent. And I'm just like, no, not Hu Tao. How can you have Lantern Rite with Hu Tao being silent? It's just, man. And because it's like, there's no replay event, they're not gonna like backfill the voice actors for it, like that might happen for other parts of the story quest. That's one game that I've seen requested. I know people like watching are like Genshin Impact streaming Genshin Impact or streaming Star Rail. But for some reason, I've never been motivated to stream those games. I think because they're more kind of like low-key, relaxing, chill games to play like in early morning or late in the evening, that trying to stream them with like dialogue and content just seems, I guess I don't like sitting through cutscenes on stream, is what a lot of my learnings are for this year. And I don't want to stream like Spiral Abyss or Pure Fiction, because then people are going to theory craft my builds and tell me like, how do you have all these 5-star characters and you still can't clear Memory of Chaos? And I'll just cry on stream. I got 11 or 12 out of Pure Fiction today. Feel pretty good about that. Might go for the 12. Now, Infinity Nikki, I'm enjoying streaming Infinity Nikki on stream because Nikki is voiced as a character. And somehow that's making a big difference. And you can dress up, and that's fun. So, I'm gonna wrap up here at the 48 minutes. I thought it was gonna be half an hour. Pretty pleased myself. Went a bit longer than I expected. I'm gonna say thank you everyone for joining this stream and all the streams of the past year. I hope everyone is subscribed, likes, continues watching into the next year. If you have any suggestions of things you want to see streamed, do let me know. Either DM me, put it in comments, reply on Blue Sky. Twitch has some sort of chat feature, I think. I think so. And I'll take your suggestions under advisement. I'll commit to none of them. This is not a promise. And I hope next year is just as fun streaming. And that's it. I was going to say something more deeply insightful there, but my kind of like, I started that sentence hoping I'd backfill it the second half. By the time I got there, no. That's how most of my talking goes. I just start talking and hoping I have content to fill the next clause or part of the sentence. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining. I hope everyone has a great rest of their Monday, a great week, and I'll see everybody the next time I stream, which is Wednesday for Baldur's Gate 2, and then on Friday for Civilization 7. I'll see everyone there. With that, bye-bye, everybody.